Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will cover different ways to define a function in JavaScript. And basically, there are three ways to define function in JavaScript: a function declaration, function expression, and arrow functions. In this video, I will cover function declaration and function expression, and I will cover arrow function in another video. So let's take a look at. Functions are the main building blocks of the program. You can think functions as actions which do something, okay? Like I will read a function is to calculate the total price of a shopping cart, and place an order function are like doing something. And how do we create a function inside the JavaScript? We will have the first way is using function declaration, okay? The term is used called the function declaration. And syntax is like this way. First, we give a keyword function. This is a keyword, okay? So it's highlighted using blue color if we're using Visual Studio Code. And then you give a function name, okay? Function name, normally we are using the verb plus noun, like show a message, get name, set name, which is the first word is a verb, okay, because functions are kind of like behaviors, do some actions, okay, like so we were using a verb, okay. And the name, normally we were using camel case, like this way. The first letter is a lowercase, and for another word after that, it's gonna be using the capital case for the first letter, so it's a camel case. Right? The first letter is a lowercase. That's by convention. You can use in capital if you want, okay. And inside the function name, we will, after the function name, we will have a parentheses, okay. And between the two parentheses, we will have parameters. And when we give parameters, you can give default values. Suppose I didn't pass it, then I can have some default values there. And you can have as many as parameters you want. This is the syntax. Now let's take a look at our first example here. Wait for a second. Why I have to come here? Okay, I'll just do like this way. So here I have function defined here. Oh my god. I have function defined here. Let me grab my pen. It's called a show message, okay, and you have a from and to a text, no text given. This is a default value, which means when we call this show message like this way, okay. When we call show message, I didn't pass values for the second arguments. Then you are using no text given. And if you have more than one, if you have any and have something for a text, it you are using the one you pass in, okay. And in the function, you're gonna have a function body, which is the statements between the brace. This is a function body. You have to enclose using the brace, and you can have 0 to more statements inside this function body, right? Here we just alerted. And here we have another example, sum. And the function sum have a and b, two arguments, and here I return a plus b, okay, which are what? Which are just return a sum, okay. And how to get it? How to call it? You use sum and 1 and 2, any numbers you give, and the result will hold the value which being returned, gonna give you 3. Now let me show you this one inside our IDE. Excuse me. Wait me for a second. Let me grab the ID here. We have function demo, okay, here. So how to do? You can let's see, okay, let's like a function and here show message. Okay, I have a from, I have a text which equals default text. Okay, default, and this default value is also optional. You can see my from, I didn't give any default values, right? Now I will just console.log from class, excuse me, text. And how to call a function? How to call function? First, using function name and using parentheses to call it. This is not only the only way. Okay, we will have other ways in the future. From, probably I will say from is Xing. In this case, I don't give the value for the text, right? So it's gonna use the default one. Let me show you in the browser. We have browser here. We have to open ID the developer tool. You will see Miss Xing default text because I don't give the value for this one, right? Now I will have this one. Oh, welcome to my channel. Okay, and in this case, since I give value for the text, this variable, this argument, then it won't using default one. And now let's run again. You got this one, right? And this is how we define function. And the function for this statement, we don't have anything being returned. Then in our nice example, suppose you want to return something. Okay, function sum number 1, number 2. Okay, our return number 1 plus number 2. And now let result equals sum 1 plus 2. Okay, and we can console.log result. Okay, you will see the value gonna become 3. Okay, that's when we have returned the value. And if we didn't have anything being returned, the default value gonna be undefined. Let me show you. Okay, let result is equals COGIS. Okay, here as you can see, I don't have any return, right? If you want to return something, okay, you have to using the keyword return. But in this method, I didn't have anything being returned. By default in JavaScript, the value to be returned is undefined. You will see undefined. This is the first one, excuse me. Okay, this is the first one. Now let's take a look at the second way to declare a function. And this way is called a function expression. This is another way, another syntax to create a function. Functions are values. What does values means? 1, 2, 3, 4, they are values. String ABC, string hello world, they are values. And we have an object. Objects are also values. Functions, they are also values. So because they are values, they can be assigned, can be copied, can be declared in any place of the code. So this is the second way to define a function, which is using function expression. Normally, previously when we define a variable, we're using let I equals 1, right? Like this way. And a function are values, which means it can be assigned to a variable. So let's say hi, this is my function name. And what's the value of this variable? Say hi, it's a function. Okay, and this way is called a function expression. And in our previous demo, we have a function called show message, right? Show message, okay? You can also using function expression to define show message, which is like this way. Let show message equals a function. And here we don't give a name, okay? But you can do if you want, okay? And have from and text. Now let me show you how inside the code. Function expression, okay? So I will do exactly this message, okay? What I'm gonna do is let show message. I will using message 2, okay? and then you give a function. This is a keyword, and we are still using from and the text. Okay, from and text, and here we will do whatever inside here is a from to text. Okay, you can also using backtick. I think we mentioned this one, right? Like from. Okay, and then to. Okay, how to call exactly the same. Okay, show message to, and I give Tina, and hi, thank you for watching. Okay, and that's how use it. Okay, so because the functions, they are values, so they can be assigned to variables, and because they are functions, only function can call, right? If we have a primitive type, or if we have a string, how can we call? Because they are not functions. Now let me show you in the browser. We just refresh it. Two. Where's my two? It should be text. Okay. Now go back again. So you will see Tina, hi, thank you for watching. That's how function expression. Okay, different ways. Now, what's the difference between them? We talk about function expression and function declaration. They do have a difference. Okay, first, the syntax to declare a function in different way, obviously. And the second way, a function expression is created when execution reaches it, and is usable only from that moment. But a function declaration can be called earlier than it is defined. First, here I will show you the behavior, the difference between them, but the real reason behind it I will explain to you guys in the future videos. Okay, when we talk about execution context, then we will cover this part and you will understand the behavior, the difference between them. Okay, now first let me show you the behavior. So behavior is like this way. I will clear this part. Okay, I'll clear this part. I will clear this part. So we only leave this to show message here. Okay, so far everything works. Everything works, okay? But now if I remove this one here, it still work. It still work, okay? This is which statement it said. This thing, a function declaration can be called earlier than it is defined. See here, I call show message before my function is being declared with defined. Okay, I call it, and before it, it's kind of doable. But if I switch this one to here, okay, which is I call show message to, which is a function declared using function expression, and then I define that later. But in this case, you're gonna fail. See here, cannot access show message to before initialization, and that is this statement doing. A function expression is created when the execution reaches it. Okay, when it's created, when the expression is reach it. Okay, and I haven't reached this part, then you call me, it's gonna fail. Okay, it says is usable only from that moment. So that's the main difference. That's a difference between function expression. Function expression here and function declaration. And the reason behind it we'll explain in future lessons. Okay, so that's it for this video. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.